Hello and welcome to my new live. I don't have the best quality with my laptop, obviously. The mic tends to scruffle a little bit when it's on my lap, like right now. But this is my favorite spot. I'm really hoping to get people flocking into this live. Hey! Because today I have a very, very important topic. I want to talk about not only ENTP. Of course, I am an ENTP, but if you have risk-taking tendencies, we learn from studies, brain. Again, terminology alerts. This might not come the right terminology here right now, but anyhow, it's something to do with your neurosystem. Whether you have risk-taking tendencies or you are more prone to seek for security in your life, what can easily happen then when you are this type of security-oriented person? You might start saving for your first apartment. You might even buy your first apartment in your 20s. I don't know if us millennials can actually do that, but sometimes it's possible. You might be very in a steady job, steady relationship. You might get married very young, and guess what? You get all the praises from your parents and grandparents, and everything is so swell, and you're such a good girl or good boy. But if you are a dopamine, testosterone-based risk taker, your neurosystem is based. That's the dominant neuroendorphin. I was just trying to read that with the right terminology, but anyhow, having a testosterone-based neurosystem has nothing to do with your sex. Women can have that as well as guys. That usually means that you want to see the world. You don't settle down very young. You might not even settle down like even later in your life. The last thing is in your mind is saving money. I forced myself to open a savings account for my first apartment. We have a great system here. The government backs it up. They guarantee the interest rate whenever the interest rate starts going up again, and so on. But you have to do it before you turn 40. And I have got so much grief. Even when you think about it, my dad, I don't know if it's just because he was the same personality type as me, but he was constantly, I don't know, was he panicking? Because he was like, oh my gosh, she's the same. She does literally exactly the same mistakes. I went abroad. I spent my whole 20s abroad like he did. He was doing some psychedelics that I didn't do. He came back as a complete crazy hippie person in his 20s. His mom was completely shocked. His mom was this kind of fancy lady, and so a lot of funny stories. And now that I'm looking back our 20s, 30s, 40s, he started his career. He was going all over the place in his 30s still, and so it's you may end up repeating the same mistakes generation after generation. In my case, I'm the only headstrong sibling. There's 3 of us, and my sister is really risk avoiding all the risks. She's had the same job for 10 years, and these security prone people tend to kind of remind you that that's not how you're supposed to live your life. And that's why I don't have any security oriented people in my life anymore, because I got a little bit tired of hearing that I'm doing everything wrong. And when I look at my parents, with my dad, it was exactly like it's causing friction for me and my sister, our differences, and the fact that my dad was favoring me over her because he could see me he could see himself in me. and that's why we didn't have any problems. He was not the best dad ever, but because we were speaking the same language, I was able to forgive him. I told him I'm a pragmatic person. I don't hold a grudge. My sister, on the other hand, different story. I don't believe in holding grudge. I don't even understand people who hold grudges, because that's just not how I do things around here. So, but when I'm looking at, I've done studied my family history, and it's striking that the same things keep happening generations to generations. There's always been headstrong men who have taken too much risks in my that side especially, and I'm really interested in not repeating one generation more, like my future children. I really don't want to repeat these same mistakes. Of course, when you have crazy amounts of dopamine in your system and testosterone in your system, and you just want to go and do and explore, but you kind of have to, it's super helpful to be aware of your tendencies. I think that's the beauty of these personality tests, because you shouldn't believe everything they say, but you should just take the framework and understanding that you can kind of be more aware of the pitfalls of your epigenetic issues. Epigenetic, this means like we have, excuse me, we had a war here in the 40s. That's generation, like many people in my family, people had babies very old. My grandfather was born 100 years ago, so and trauma travels in genes up to 3 generations. So a lot of that trauma, the war trauma, is still, we are carrying it in our genes. And if you're not aware of it, you tend to kind of repeat it, and you tend to kind of pass it along. And this is not nice when you are the only risk taker child in the family. I'm really eager to hear your experiences. What's your current situation? Is your parent like you, or are they constantly telling you how you are doing things wrong? And do you feel pressure from your normal siblings? Is it difficult being? Are you the only one? Do you have siblings that are the same? Do you feel friction between your security-prone siblings? And I'm really eager to hear what is your experience. Let's write here something. I'm trying to, the mic always gets a little bit I had really I was struggling with money. I think I have let me see if I know the right terminology now in English. It's called emotional blockage when it comes to money. So there's a lot of insecurities attached to money, and that's why I have always struggled having a neutral, in a way. When I'm thinking abstract, when I'm thinking investments, then it's totally neutral. Then I don't care. Yeah, Bitcoin comes up and down. It doesn't really face me at all. But when it's personal and when it's family related money, then it becomes extremely sensitive for me. And then I kind of lose my cool, and I lose my pragmatic side. And this is trauma behavior as well. And this has caused most of the friction between me and my sister, because she's very things have to be in line, and you have to know exactly what's what, when it's happening and how it's happening. And I am fine when I don't know exactly what's happening and when, and that's when I'm the happiest. I can ask him in Finnish because I don't know if Kari is probably not fluent in English. Are you? It's annoying now. I will keep this maximum 14 minutes. We have had crazy snowstorm here. Yesterday I have to make it a nice video. I have to edit it. Sometimes I'm really into editing and I'm just lazying up. But yeah, I was driving 15 kilometers to have some groceries, and it was a pretty interesting weather. There was 15 centimeters snow. The road hadn't been cleared. I was doing 50 kilometers per hour. There was a car behind me. I stopped my car and I signaled him, please, if you are crazy enough, you might go. I'm giving you the line, but apparently they were not that crazy. The most important thing in the traffic here in the Arctic region is to just do your thing. You don't care if somebody is stupid enough to go faster, because it was if you did even 60 per hour, the car started going all over the places. But again, I need a 4-wheel car. My friend was telling me she has a Honda CR5, and she was saying like it's a 4-wheel, leather chairs, and there's a proper kind of engine. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like the kind of car I need. Yes, Kari is saying everything is good with the family. Yeah, that's actually, it's really the backbone of your mental health, because if your family doesn't believe in you, it's who does? But I have most of my closest people, they are not blood relatives, but I don't mind. For me, they are my family. Hey, how is things? So I'm really hoping to get comments, because I know that this is a topic that can have a huge effect on your future. When you are younger, it's it's very difficult to handle the outside pressure, especially if you are kind of a loner who the other family members don't really get you. But you have always inherited these traits from someone. So there's usually someone in the family who shares these traits with you. I think forming close friendships with people who are like-minded, but at the same time, I have always kept these security brown people in my family as well, because they are kind of reminding me some of the good things that being more organized can bring in your life, because you don't want your whole life being a complete chaos either. Okay, now we are going 40 minutes, and I promise it's not gonna be longer than 40 minutes. So please leave a comment below, and we will have an active conversation in the comment section. And have yourself a really lovely evening or morning or whatever you are having, because I'm having an international audience, and I'm really happy to have new subscribers, and I am really lazy at this, but please, please, please subscribe and like my videos and comment and all that sort of thing. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. Bye-bye.